My name is Jonathan. My younger brother's name is Nathan. My parents don't like change. I do like change. My wonders frequently and my feet follow, which is why when I have the great luck to meet an equally mercurial mind, those friendships last so long. I've been friends with Wendy for 15 years now, and I have had the pleasure of introducing her on stage at various points in Louisiana, in Denver, and Seattle. And the one constant is the lot of confusion as she approaches the stage to a mic a foot taller than her head. And I get to spend like it's nothing I did. Wendy and I have an ongoing argument regarding meaning versus craft in poetry. I say I'd rather read something meaningful that's less than perfectly polished, and she said plenty of meaning that she'd like something really well designed with some really brilliant lines. This might be true when she's reading, but when she's writing, and she is a great craftswoman, and it shows, and it's very clear when you'll hear her in a minute, and when you read her on the page, that she really understands how words are put together, how sentences are put together, whether or not she's using them, how words go next to each other. But the meaning in her poetry is not the meaning that comes from sitting around and having deep conversations about what we think. It's not the meaning that people go seeking when they get together and, when I got together with so many other young men when I was young. As I got together with so many other young men and we sought through conversation, it is the meaning and the profundity of a life well and thoroughly lived. When she writes her poems, you know that in addition to being able to craft them very well, she actually knows what she's talking about, what she's referring to, and that she genuinely has something to say that we haven't experienced or often even heard before. I'm very glad to be able to introduce her again, Wendy Taylor Carlisle.
Because this is a spring reading, I wasn't going to read this poem, but I'm going to read it for Clare. This is a poem called Lungful. There is no way to turn off the day's lengthening, no way to stop the gnats gathering again like dust against the back door, or the late moths stacked around the porch light's slanted shine. This is the season that loses night, an outgrown black sleeve exposing a pallid wrist. It shows up, stinking of new weeds and frog spawn. You can't resist the bob and blow of its standard weathers. The shower and breeze that decorate their skirts with florid shrubs, with tulips, daffodil, wet soil. Unpredictable as trout, spring days won't lie flat, will glisten and slide, will rise up and slap their tails on the blank dock, will be slow to quit the pond's thaws and sloppy ease. Take a lungful of the season, undress for months. Mike Stand. When I was thinking about doing this reading, I was thinking about places, because I think about places a lot, all the time. Places I've lived, places I've passed through, places that mean something to me, places that have marked me. And I think I'm going to start this reading with the first or second place. I grew up in Penton, Florida, which when I was growing up was the tomato capital of Florida. It's been a while ago. And this is a poem about that growing up. The bicycle is real. Okay. Bicycle. A bicycle soaks a heat in the tropical noon while you simmer in your 501's denim that blots up oceans of sweat from a kid's butt stuck to the seat of a dressed-out twin. Mother wears dresses, does not bicycle. She says, if you are beautiful, even the hibiscus make way for you. She says, you can drive a man to scream and hammer with his fist if he wants you enough. Mother says, you can wait for it to happen. 50 years if necessary. She says you can cry, but never for a man. My sister and I listen and take it in, our ears tuned for the sounds of fists. Mother waits until we grow as beautiful as we will ever be, all the while coveting her shark-skin circle skirt and watching out for our own frantic stranger. Oh, the long kickstand evenings, the white plastic fringes, oh, the chrome handlebars, the sound of summer traffic, oh, the slap of a choker in the wire spokes. That's a long quote. All right. Mostly short poems. And in honor of all the wonderful love poems that we heard, I'm going to read the only love poem I ever wrote. Right about that. Right about nature or places. When I was growing up, I remember there was skywriting. There was a lot of skywriting. And what happens when skywriting dissipates, part of what this poem is about. I think that I need to tell you that room, spelled B-R-U-M, is a miss. Lalamba Dance Club. If a woman loves a man, each of his sentences will seem to her as large as skywriting. Lalamba Dance Club. Breaking up in the heavens over the plowed fields, and if she loves him, she won't be blinded, even after she stares into the explosion of sun behind the room of letters, which by then will have melted into something like good love, which could be bad love, although if he loves her, he will not think so. Or maybe bad luck, which if she loves him, it could be. Or banal, which love often is. But if it's real love, his words will be flame, and she will be dry time needles. If it's true passion, they will leap into that burning, drop elbow to elbow with some firefighter from Wyoming, hit hard, and trot off together, grinning through the ruined pines. This is a poem that is named after my home place. So, Buck Mountain. Before the rain, I couldn't imagine the rain. It is that way with me. Yesterday I filled with brilliant sunlight, with air faintly green, reflecting the everything that rises in spring. Yesterday was dry, and so forever is dry. Around here, the Kings River runs clean as it can. Eagles rise against the bluffs, a canoe slides, loops, snakes up the cliffy. In this weather, I am a forecast atheist. Torrents come as a surprise, boil the creek with runoff, pulse the flannel hillside light with crows, riding the breeze like spilled oil on seawater. I float in vitreous air, contained by ignorance and pause. Storm waters are nothing to me. A momentary drought, the creek clear again. How can I believe the glass will ever break? So now I'm going to tell you a story about Hercules. Hercules killed his children. It was a nasty mistake, but nevertheless he had to pay for it. And how he paid for it was by doing 10 impossible tasks, all the labors of Hercules. first poem in my chapbook, Penelope. Stephanie on the Metro. Sorry, I knew I was going to read it. Is a poem Penelope in there? There is a poem Penelope. This is a poem about the fifth labor, which was cleaning the Augean states. They had not been cleaned for 30 years. They housed 1,000 cattle. Hercules cleaned them by moving a river. Okay, so we got dirt, we got a river, we got a poem. Fifth labor. If you want a different story, you swing a mob. What I remember is the weight of nights and their particulars, sunrise as a mist before the day slid over us, lifting like an indigo balloon, striped to amuse the limbic part of the brain, which sees a lover through the window, gone up the gravel path with the noble rattle and crunch of a serious journey. His canteen swaying. But for me, there's something prissy about talking like this without mentioning dirt and residue, listing the leftovers, greasy knife, stained linens. When I know later, if I want the place clean, I move the river. Okay, and a long time ago, I had a workshop with the very famous fellow Penton, and we got into a minor scuffle about Yeats' poem about Leda and the Swan. People remember that Leda was the wife of Penton Darius of Sparta, and she was ankling along the riverbank, and Zeus came upon her, Zeus being the king of the gods, in the shape of a swan. And he had her, and she had children that came from Yeats. So, when Yeats wrote this poem, he made Leda a victim. He talked about the storm of wings and the mighty blow, and it occurred to me that maybe if Leda told the story, it would be a different story. Oh, and a trumpeter is a kind of swan. I swung. Everyone makes much of it, but truth to tell, the honor could have had more physical appeal. Trumpeters have limited romantic skills and lack imagination, not to mention lips. During the act, I must admit, I entertained some questions of a theological nature. The poets say, overwhelming on that bank, a sudden blow, a storm of winds. Why did they reckon I gave in? Inquisitive? You bet. And let me say that even mediocre sax can't take the edge off having done it with a guard. As for the kids around the neighborhood, my alibi is this. They came from eggs. Don't blame me if they didn't turn out good. That's really unusual. Alright, I'll just read the next one. The unexpected is always happening. Just expect it. And no one is a predictor of the future, not even the prophets. In Persephone on the Metro, I've taken some myths, as you heard, and I've taken some Bible verses. Bible verses are amazing when you unpack them. This is a prose poem written long after the fact, and yet, in a way, it's my nod to 9/11 and all the other unexpected journeys we undertake. Jonah. I'm always out of place, standing at the edge of parties, breathing quietly, trying to look as if I belong with some group of strangers who believe in praying 7 times a day, that an orgasm can be delayed indefinitely, or even that Jonah dwelt for 72 hours in the belly of a leviathan, which was probably a sperm whale with a whale's colossal head, and room enough for him in his carpet bag with the extricating pack in case the weather turned off cold in Java, which was where he was headed until he ran into that fish. Afterward, Jonah discovered Yahweh doesn't withhold his mercy, even from a beached sailor. even from the party people in Nineveh. This saved the prophet, but it doesn't relieve me much as I peer into this cocktail party full of Assyrians, people who should know better, people who tonight will each have at least 3 drinks and get up late tomorrow and not remember my name or the names of my dogs, but drive to work and Target and never notice a stranger or look up at the sky and never ever think of taking an unexpected ride. Oh, and this comes from Acts. It's just one of my favorite Bible verses. The epigraph is from that. This is when Paul went to Ephesus. When he said to them, that is the Ephesians, when he said to them, "Did you receive the Holy Spirit?" They replied, "No, we have not even heard there was a Holy Spirit." Paul laid his hand upon their heads, and the Holy Spirit came unto them, and they spoke in tongues. Acts 19, 1 through 6. Speaking in tongues. Satisfied without him. Not talking about a visit. Not speaking of anything really. Not knowing what to respond because we hadn't heard the question before or imagined an answer. Not certain Spirit was anything to us. We began to speak as most people do, and were stunned to find in gibberish meaning for those in need of meaning, miracles for the rest. Okay, this is a sad story. This is a story of growing up in the late 50s and 60s. This is when they told you how to be a woman, and how to be a woman was mostly how to please a man. They told you what your purpose in life was, to rub his feet and make him happy. This is a poem about that. I was never very successful. Cary Grant's face. In the photo from the 59 festival, he looks out over Kim Novak's shoulder, her back a heart, bound in perfect black velvet over a spread of tulle. Leaning at me from the magazine that morning, making body all the mid-century bromides on the uses of beauty, on a woman's duty to be smiling, wide-eyed, solicitous of her man. From Penton that year came the proof. Carried, remade, immersed, besotted, rendered docile by passion. You could see it plain in the 8x10, just as it was when he floated high on the wall of our gym with Elizabeth Taylor and James Dean, 3 deities to decorate a 10th grade prom, where adolescent, awkward, we sweated into rented tuxes and party dresses. And I, with my new breasts torpedoed out, my waist defined by plastic bones, foxtrotted, and tried to remember what I heard about boys, what made them like you, what made them act nice. Be pretty. Be silent. Don't beat them at tennis. Were the lines I recall as I dodged the Spanish boss, my crinoline dusting the hardwood, the rest of Mom's coaching displaced. In my mind, that other fest, Kim's platinum back, her boyfriend smiling over her as if she created him flawless, dreamed him into a gentleman, as if she knew just what to say to make him a star. Because it's one of my favorite places in the world, because I'm in Kenya and love it a lot. I'm going to close with 3 readings that are about the South, and 2 of them which are really about this part of the world. This is from my behind the new book process, which is tentatively called The Best Moustache. About the South. Polka dots go there to be reborn under a dry sky that revels in its deep knowledge of Czech. And the carcass on the verge associates with vultures under a storm of kudzu vines as barn cats ride and posture according to their calendar. Polka dots go where corn knows the tribulation of becoming hominy, where scattered tinfoil attracts the murder and its crows, and Mama fries the Sunday chicken peppered, dipped in egg, rolled in flour, as she fends off rumors of coon stew served with pone, the leftovers fed to more than one kind of hound. Here, an honorific loves its Christian name, and yesterday settles on all of us, like cotton dust on a picked field. This is a poem I used to call Bad Rouge, but I don't do that anymore. I call it Pleasure. We make it our evening goal, drive it at night on the bayou, wear it on our shoulder like a corsage, watch it eyeing the creme brulee in that restaurant decorated with mandevilla. Like a daddy, it cripples our good intentions, shoulders us aside on its way to a hot evening in Baton Rouge. And I haven't read this often, but I'm going to read it for you tonight. When the big storm came in, my son was living in the 9th Ward in New Orleans. My son is a seizure disorder victim and he doesn't drive a car. And we called him and asked him to go to the throne. Then we couldn't call him anymore. And on the 5th day that he was gone from us, I wrote this poem. In the 9th Ward. Let there be winds, Lord, and let them blow, you know how. And Lord, blinding sun, but make that later on. And standing water where the dead can float. Lord, let there be Spanish moss with chiggers in it, and let those chiggers be many and hungry for blood. God of the flood, may we have buses too, and kings of the city to commandeer them for drives to the front of Freighters One Stop and the Winn-Dixie on Alvin-Astor. Lord, if they must, let the days then roll like the railroad and levees and over the dry tongues of the people. But Lord, would you also put a song on their lips? And in their ears the joyful gospel choir's harmony, their version of Oh Happy Day. Or anything by one accord, or by our Miss Mahalia from Water Street. Oh, grant us all a walking bass of cornet and drumming, Lord, drumming. And last, Almighty, if you please, only let my son, those other sons and daughters, walk through the parted waters, walk onto a dry land. Woo! They found he had a seizure, he was kind of hospital and funky, but he was in Baton Rouge trying to break into a food warehouse because he said there was plenty of food and he was hungry. So we got back. And this last poem is my homage to Lafayette. If I can find it. It's my homage to Lafayette because I have a dear friend who's here somewhere tonight. There it is. Way back. And when we came down to visit Ralph, we would always come from Texarkana where we lived in. It was like the children of Israel in Egypt, I tell you. Anyway, so we would drive down 49, and on the left would be the Chapalaya. And I wrote this poem when I was in school in Vermont, getting my MFA. because they didn't understand the South, and so I thought perhaps this would help them. You all know everything that's in this poem except maybe Night Train, which is an excruciatingly bad and immeasurably cheap red wine. You know of this Night Train. It's great. Myself. On the left, the Chapalaya, so black, so burnt inside, silent as a pot. Down here, our lips equal silk and common bliss. Down here, we carry our sprays, folded in our pockets, cardboard hunger, a box, and shards. The woman beside me in this food lawn wears a skin-tight skirt, has a backbone man down south. We have the right to cliche and gossip, to numbers and palm. Down south, we observe the bendable rules that stand in for gold. Below Missouri, we have a chicory bias, low blues and Jolie Blanc are the national anthem. Down here, I learned acoustics from Professor Longhair, religion from the Mardi Gras gods, patience in February, a saxophone wind. Like buckwheat and meters, I adjust my heartbeat to the pulse of the tune. Despite the hunter, I am the snakehead of the gator. Despite the facts of jazz, I'm as romantic as a bad house band. I still think of salvation every time. Night train, sugar cane, souffle, etouffee. The key to muddy silence is under my tongue. Where your world gates open, darling, I shiver in. Thank you.